All right. Can only go uphill from here. What I'm excited to share today is a custom GPT. You can use a custom gem or a cloud project to do something like this. And what I wanted to do was two things. I had a bunch of unstructured raw verbatim 360 data on managers, and I had to do it multiple times, taking all this raw data and getting it to a very specific format. So there were two things we were doing. We were summarizing, and then the second thing was putting it in a format. You can see the format below where it's got percentages and numbers and actual verbatims. And the thing that I'm actually really excited to share about this project is not how to do it, but more of how to prompt or create a custom gem when you are running into a lot of troubleshooting errors. So the first part was easy, getting the strengths. That's something that AI is generally good at. But the formatting piece was what was driving me up the wall because I would give it like, I want the exact verbatim, and it would, hallucinate and make things up or summarize the verbatim. And so what I wanted to share is how you have GPT in this example prompt itself. And so what I did was I took raw data in a final file that I had written and said, tell me how you got from A to B. And then it made its own rules up. And then I did it two more times where I said, okay, here's another example and another example. Tell me anything you missed. And so when I went in the first time and tried to write out all the rules myself, it couldn't understand it. But then when you have it tell itself how to read and go from A to B, is when I was able to get to the final outcome. And I think there's a lot of different ways to prompt and iterate, and we're going to talk a lot more about this. But when you have repeatable tasks at repeatable formats in the end, writing and troubleshooting probably took me a couple hours, like 4 hours. But each of these reports, if I was to do them on my own, takes about 8 hours. And so the savings was pretty significant. You still have to check it, you still have to read it, you still have to make sure that what's going in is exactly what you want coming out, but that time from 8 hours goes down to like an hour per report. And so that's effectively what I did. And then, of course, the disclaimer of don't put names and don't put personal information, especially if you're not within a firewall of your own company. Um, but yeah, that's hopefully the bottom line in 2 minutes. So thank you all, and I hope this was helpful.